I have a dream. Isn't that how all entrepreneurs start their talk? I don't think yet another story of how I've achieved my dream is really helpful right now. The YouTube is full of these kind of videos. My story is slightly different. I guess I have achieved my dream, sort of. The problem is my dream got hijacked halfway through. I achieved something which I'm definitely proud of, but when I look back, I realized my dream had morphed into something different. I wish I'd known a little bit more about this when I set out on this perilous journey. This is not a talk about how to succeed, raise money, be a famous CEO, making friends and being an influencer. It's about preserving a dream. It's about being honest with yourself. It sits uncomfortably somewhere between failure and success. Amidst an endless barrage of advice a founder receives daily, I hope to share some advice with you that I wish I received a decade ago. It started with a dream. Who of you here have bank accounts? Nearly all of us have bank accounts. But there are parts of the world where people do not have bank accounts, and that's what I wanted to change. If we are all entitled to bank accounts, why can't poor folks have them too? Rural banks in the Philippines set out to solve this problem in the 60s. Microfinance was pioneering this in the 70s. And today, we have FinTech pushing financial services to all. But has it made people's lives better? That's not what caught my attention when I set out. I was curious about how these banks were run. And it turns out they run pretty badly. The problem is that the software that they operate with is terrible. It doesn't do what they need, and it doesn't serve the function of the clients. And really, this problem is driving up the operational costs, which the end clients are bearing themselves. That's what I wanted to fix. I'll make the world a better place by lubricating financial systems that run the banks for the poor. Financial inclusion through technology. A simple, clear message. A simple, clear mission, or so I thought. Here we are, 2023, and we did it. As mentioned, we have 65 financial institutions running on our system in 12 countries. We have 60 staff. We're profitable. We're growing. I get to speak at conferences like this. So something must have worked out right. Our last funding round valued us sufficiently to keep attracting new investors. Our customers, the banks, reaching an estimated 15 million clients. And they too are growing, meaning we enable them to serve more clients without the burden of their operations. Success, we have arrived. I'm hiring people, telling them what to do, and they're actually doing it. I wish that trick worked on my daughter. So, can I comment on how to become a successful CEO? Not yet. The truth is, I'm winging it. And it still amazes me that people actually even believed in my idea to invest in the first place. So it all starts with an obsession. A startup is like your baby. It's yours. You surround yourself with people who are curious like you, that all have the same dream, and they want to make this succeed. The problem is, it's just a dream. There's no product, no customers, no business, nothing. Everyone is fanatical. Mission this, vision that. To save the world in some way or another. The product starts to emerge. You then go and source funding from friends and family. You get your first customer. You start drawing hockey stick graphs and global domination. And then the first curse emerges. You run out of money. You need to raise some serious capital. Not the money that buy you a car or a small house, but big sums, scary sums. You cast your net wider and real investors start to emerge. But they weren't there when the baby was born. Their vision is different, and they are the adopted parents. These decisions become a little bit more complex and tricky. You ask yourself, who is the boss here? It doesn't feel like you are when you're when you cap in hand. You slowly sell out. You have to. It's that or failure. You play lip service to your investors, and they to your mission. It's a perfect marriage. Alignment of interests. We're all on the same page. Hell, there's dictionaries on this kind of cliche on this stage of the game. The bottom line is you sell your soul. How much do you sell and what do you get in exchange? It's just a matter of negotiation. The soul selling has commenced either way. But it's not all that bad. These guys have money, wisdom, experience, contacts, and they're good for you. but the subtle cracks begin. It's subtle at the beginning. You barely notice it. The company is growing, you're hiring, new clients on the horizon, there's a buzz in the office. But slowly the baby grows in slightly unexpected ways. Again, good nor bad, just different to how you expected. You hire more people, they need salaries, they have mouths to feed, cars to buy, and you don't offer them enough money. They don't join you, and some of them even quit. But you can't quit. You're in for the long haul, the thick and thin of it. Now you have staff who earn more than you, sleep more than you, they spend more time with their families than you, and they can give you 1 month's notice and leave at any time. You can't do that. You struggle to get a decent night's sleep. So many things to think about, and the money is running out quicker than you expected. Who can you really talk to? The staff? No. That would jeopardize strong leadership. The shareholders? No way. You want to hit them up for another $1 million next month. The truth is, you're completely alone. It doesn't matter how many people are in the office. You are really alone. You're scared, you face humiliation, panic, and you're out of your depths. This is not what you signed up for. Actually, saving the world was meant to be fun. And speaking of save the world, how's product coming along? You realize that the stuff that you enjoy doing, you spend less time doing, and hiring specialists to design the stuff that you wanted to do. They're having all the fun, and you're stopping the company from sinking every single day. The truth is, your time is no longer your own. When I'm with my family, I felt guilty that I wasn't working, and I couldn't resist answering that phone just this once. And then, when I was in Nigeria, Philippines, Singapore, jetting across London and New York, working, I felt guilty that I wasn't with my family. All those business class trips aren't nowhere near as comfortable as sitting on your sofa with your wife and daughter. They too realize this ain't fun. Then, the divorce. Like I already didn't have enough on my plate. Custody battles, lawyers, arguments. Goes on. Reality bites, and you ask yourself, where is my dream? One day I woke up thinking, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? I stopped recognizing myself in the mirror. Everything changed. This isn't what I signed up for. The old Antonio, happily married, chilling out, the family photo, a distant memory. But the customers keep using this goddamn software. We're growing, scaling, banking is zero downtime, no scope for errors, uncertainty. They don't care about your personal stuff. They need everything to work right here, right now, zero tolerance. More, sooner, quicker, bigger, better. They too can walk away at any time. You've got to keep them happening. So what have I learned? You'll get through it, I promise. The day-to-day grind of being a CEO, well, I'm not going to talk about that. There's lots of books on this subject. I'm not the last or the first, or I'm not even good at this. And given the fact that I'm making most of this stuff up and I'll go along, how can I possibly offer any of you advice here today? The only person I can really offer advice to is myself, the old Antonio. If I could go back in time and I could write a secret note of wisdom of when I was just starting out, what would I write? Hold on to your dream for dear life, especially when you're alone. Trust yourself, trust your dream. It's the only way you're going to make it. Don't compromise when hiring or firing, or even micromanaging. Never compromise with investors or the board. They don't buy into your dream, look elsewhere. Dictatorship today has a bit of a bad rap. But let's not dilute strong leadership. What it really means, stand your ground always to all. Force your vision from the top down. Your dream is your baby, not the company you form around it. Nurture it, listen to it. It will take you to unexpected places, good places. And if you lose sight of this, you'll lose sight of yourself. In a world full of cliches, a world that worships leaders and IPOs and 10x this and everything entrepreneurial, a world that gets its news from Twitter, LinkedIn, in pursuit of likes, the bottom line is the CEO journey is a lonely one. It's frightening. You'll lose ownership of your mind. You'll serve new masters. The key question is, who is your new master? You cannot let anyone else hijack your dream. My dream is the real CEO, and today, I'm just a messenger. Thank you.